Di, na mecha. Trickur, farret miku tui.
He's been blubbering about how he couldn't go on living if something were to happen to you.
We hadn't heard anything in so long. We tried tossing a comm sphere into the hole, but it didn't help one bit.
No.
Hey, it's still in beta.
So what happened?
Well...
Lynn, huh?
Yeah, the girl from the songstress dress sphere.
That's Len?
Sure, she wore that dress 1,000 years ago.
Why didn't you tell us?
No one asked. Besides, all I knew was her name. What's to tell?
What Shinra said surprised me, but only a little. So there really was a connection.
Okay. So the reason Shuyin keeps calling Yuna Len is...
Because of that dress sphere?
I can't really say for sure.
Forget Len. Shuyin's the one who's wanting to vaporize Spira.
Yeah, but what can we do? Nuge and Gipple are already planning something. Let them deal with it for now.
What is that thing doing? Yo, just chill out, man. What are you doing? Shinra, your thing's freaking out. Anyway, hello and welcome to Chapter 4. Also welcome to this weird little dress fair setup I'm running for no apparent reason. I had to redo, well not redo, technically redo, but I had to go back into Chapter 3 because I forgot to do something that I intended to do but got distracted with other things. Notably commissaries. But we should be good to go for now, and before we get into, well actually, we may as well get into it now. That thing's making weird sounds and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Shinra here. Okay. I was going to talk to Shinra, but apparently I can't quite talk to Shinra yet. We'll let him fine-tune it. I was gonna go ahead and check the Comsphere network to see if we had all the Comspheres, but
you
whatever.
Met Shuyin, right? Was he anything like you know who?
Not really, just his face.
These interruptions, man. I'm just going to take a nap. Leave me alone. Don't forget to take a nap, by the way. It is the beginning of a new chapter. You should take a nap at every chapter. I mentioned this before, but it doesn't have to... Excuse me, sorry for all the burping. I don't know why I'm doing that. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the chapter, but you do need to rest at some point in the chapter. I've mentioned this before, blah 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 blah, I do it at the beginning, blah blah blah, whatever. It's such a weird requirement to actually get 100% in one run. I've mentioned that before as well, but so weird. Because really there's no reason to rest apart from percentage, so no one will ever do that. They'll probably rest in chapter 1 and be like, oh, okay. That did a whole lot of nothing, I guess. Man, it's a good thing I rested, so I can be well fit to use the Berserker dress here. I don't even actually know what they can learn on these dress spheres. I haven't checked. I already learned Cripple. Often fails. Nullifies stuff, that's pretty good. Okay, learned that before Mad Rush. Poison. Counterattack, that's pretty good. Berserker, you might be able to notice there, but Berserker has no defense, but really good strength. That's basically all they have going for them, actually, is the strength, so they do pretty good damage when you get them set up and going. Dark Knight does really good damage in general, via darkness. It will eventually kill you doing that, but you know. Sharon's the same kind of thing, we actually need to learn that too. They learn a lot of interesting abilities, do the Dark Knights, but most of the time you're either going to be using Sharon or Darkness. which is just murder stuff. And Riku's our white mage to keep the other people alive for the time being. Notably the Dark Knight, because I like spamming darkness. It's probably the only Final Fantasy where that ability gets spammed like that. Did I go out on the deck? I didn't mean to go on the deck. Oh, this takes us back to the... Yeah, this takes us back to the bridge when you leave the deck. I forgot about that. Hello. It's possible we saw Shuyin. Who knows? Are you done calibrating your crap yet? Fine. What do you say about this? Where's Pain at? That's who I'm trying to find here. Is Pain out on the deck? Pain might be on the deck. Let's go check there, shall we? Hi, Pain. I'll talk to you.
They gave me these.
They say anything?
No.
I see. They're old friends. The three of them were candidates for the Crimson Squad, and I was the recorder assigned to their team. Yevon created the squad and started training members 2 years ago. It was supposed to be an elite fighting force. The best were to be assigned leadership of Crusader chapters across Spira, but the squad was destroyed before that happened. Most of the candidates died. An accident. The four of us were separated then. Things happened. I don't get it. I was there. I saw everything. But still, I don't know why it happened that way, even now. So I went to look for some answers.
You became a sphere hunter.
I always did want to fly on this thing anyway.
What you talking about? Or is it another one of those secrets? That's all right. I didn't want to know anyway.
Too bad. And I was just about to tell you.
Really?
Too late now.
Weep, Himmo.
We used to laugh like this once. The four of us. I've been chasing my past for so long. Sometimes getting it back is all I can think about. Other times, I just want to forget. What about you? Shuyin isn't who you thought, is he?
No.
Maybe we should both let go of our past and focus more on what's to come.
You're not leaving the Gull Wings.
Always a possibility.
So many things seem intertwined, but nothing leads to you. Why be a sphere hunter if what I'm hunting for can never be found?
Hooray! And I did mention this before, but I'm going to mention again, this chapter is almost entirely a bunch of freaking dialogue. In fact, I don't think in this entire chapter we're actually going to fight anything. No, this entire chapter we will do 0 combat. So, at least recorded combat. There will be, well, there might not be any combat at all.
You're not leaving us, are you?
I may not look it, but I am having a good time.
Right. Right?
What about Yuna? Think she'll quit?
Offline, Kahoot!
Yet through you gat we, Yenret.
What?
Yuna!
I hate to interrupt, but Spira's falling apart with its leaders missing. Check the comm spheres and see.
What is that walk? Hey, we got an Albed primer. And we got to avoid questions and stuff.
Want to check the comm spheres?
Not right now, but thanks for offering. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and watch those 2 crimson spheres that we just got. And technically gave to Pain, but whatever. So we get to watch Crimson Report 2. I think it's Report 2, or is it Record 2? I have some serious issues remembering which of these stupid things to watch. I legitimately forgot. Let's check the record and see if that's it. If it's not, well, we get to watch it again. I think we've already watched one of these twice. We may end up watching it a 3rd time at this current rate. Who freaking knows anymore? I can't keep track of these. Worth of crap. This looks like it might be new.
I'm out! This is it. Don't give up! Me? Now what? After you. Scared? Bang! How dare you?
Nuge, word has it, you're searching for a place to die.
You serious? It's harder than it sounds. Rucka Newick.
You are ready to give up back there? Ready to die?
Very perceptive. You'll be a legend among recorders.
You're a legend yourself. The Crusaders won't soon forget Nuge the Undying. So why?
It's my life to throw away. Nuge! Hey!
What do you make of this Operation Mihen?
With a weapon like that, it's gotta work, right?
It's that powerful? A machina that can topple sin. Wow, that's a little scary.
Machina this, machina that. There's nothing to worry about if you use them right. So, once we get Sin, the calm will come. Got anything exciting planned?
Hadn't really thought about it.
It sounds dull.
First he wants to drop dead, and now he's looking for excitement.
Guess we'd better think of something fun to keep Nuge entertained, huh?
Brats.
Why don't you join us?
There we go. We didn't get to rewatch things, and we watched the right ones. Hooray. Now we can check the comms here. And I don't actually... Well, is there an easy way to check if I have all the comms? Well, we'll find out if there's an easy way. Let's look at the Commissary Network, which should be a giant list of all sorts of things, and hopefully nothing on that list is missing. Well... it seems like we have all of the main ones, but there are multiples per area in some cases, so... I guess we'll go ahead and get it started. The first place we need to check is Besaid. And yes, we have to do this like 64 times during this chapter. This chapter is garbage. Lots of story, I guess, lots of stuff going on, but for actual like gameplay, not so good, so... We need to specifically talk with, Waka. There he is. Hello.
Hey, Yuna, how you been, huh?
Well, not too bad. How are things in Besaid, Waka?
It's okay. It's been pretty quiet, yeah? No more fiends in the temple.
Really?
That's what Becklem says, and he patrols the place every day.
He's a dedicated man.
Yeah, but he's gonna be leaving the island pretty soon. Youth League's having some trouble or something, so they called him back to headquarters. On top of that, word around here is the new Yevon Praetor's gone missing. Not sure what it all means, but things don't look good, yeah?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy all over.
Listen, I don't know about the rest of Spira, but Besaid's in good shape. I got this place covered. It's that, or Lou will let me have it. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Waka.
Bye, Waka. Who will just kind of stand here. Just get a nice zoom in on his face. How you doing, buddy? Oop. You go back in his house? Nah, I think you went back in his house. Oh well. So that's one of, let's see, a lot. That's one of a lot. So, joy. Now we get to go to Kilika and we get to speak with Donna, and there should be 2 comm spheres here, and I don't actually remember how the sphere network works when there's multiple. Either way, we should be speaking to the one with Donna, wherever that one happens to be, which I think is the one she's actually carrying, so thanks game for sorting that out for me, I guess.
Well, that's Kilika Port for you. From the moment Nuge disappeared, everyone's been running around in circles. Just look at them. No one knows what to do without someone barking orders at them. They've already started looking for a new leader. In fact, they even asked me. Figured a former summoner would make a perfect leader for the town.
Why don't you?
Too busy looking after myself, dear. Of course, I'll do what I can to keep things from getting too far out of hand, but until Nuge gets back, things are not going to be the same.
Her head didn't seem to be attached to her body when she had it, you know, looking at the camera kind of like sideways, but who am I to judge how people's necks function? It may have just been me that thought it looked a little weird when she looked sideways, but I really do think it looked a little weird, so whatever. Now we get to go to Mushroom Rock Road, and then Bouvel, and then some other things, and eventually I'm basically just going to stop talking entirely while we run through all these commissary networks. In fact, I may do that now. Maybe. Yeah, we'll get these last 2, and then I'll have to explain the next jumble of commissary stuff we have to do, because some of it's a little convoluted, so... Either way, exciting chapter is exciting.
Lady Yuna!
More fiends?
Actually, we've received some unconfirmed reports of trouble brewing in Bouvel. It seems a unit of New Yevon's troops have been gearing up for a raid. With Nuge gone, they're hoping to strike quickly and catch us off guard. But don't worry about us. We won't be so easily trapped. We're planning to launch a preemptive strike before they can attack. As soon as our preparations are complete, we move on Bouvel.
But you're not even sure they're planning an attack, are you?
In war, victory favors the bold. I must be off. Farewell!
What are you doing?
Well, for one, I'm running reconnaissance on New Yevon. The Praetor's gone. Fiends are on the loose. New Yevon is upside down. Fortunately, security is lax, so even Youth League members like me can walk around in the open.
You there, what are you doing?
Took them long enough. So long.
Alright, with that out of the way, I think my list of things to do per chapter is a little bit out of order, but just in case it's not, we're gonna head back to the deck again real quick and then save and start up a new video before we do the majority of the Comsphere Network stuff. I'm pretty sure my list is out of order here. By my list, I mean the, yeah, it is out of order. I always like this camera, by the way. We go up here very rarely, but I like how that camera functions up here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and by list I mean notepad file of things that I need to do in each chapter, which sometimes I forget to do some things, but whatever. It sorts itself out. This is why you have a lot of extra saves at each point, so I can go back to an area and do something if I missed it, go back a chapter or whatever like I just did. But anyway, thanks for watching this incredibly exciting video. The next probably couple of videos, I don't know how exactly long this chapter is because I don't remember how long all the Comsphere crap is, but it's not going to be very exciting. If you don't care anything about the story and just like hearing me talk for whatever god-awful reason, you may as well skip the next couple of videos, probably. Because there's not going to be a lot of talking. In fact, let's actually check our percentage, because we should be at 63 on the dot. We're at 62. Why are we at 62? The plot thickens. That is actually a very good question. Why are we at 62? What is this, 59? Is that what it should be at? Yes. We have a save before that? 57. And that's right before the final stuff of that chapter. I think. Yeah, 59.6 is what you should finish that chapter at. 57.4 is what it should be before that. And the only way for that to be 57 would be for everything to be correct. So why is this 62 and not 63? Speak with pain, watch through things, rest in the cabin, view Besaid, view Kilika, view Mushroom Rock Road, view Bavel. I'm confused. Well, either way, hopefully I can figure out what's going on there, because it should be 63 unless something is wrong, but either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.